Before Hinton, West Virginia was a quiet river town, it was a machine that never stopped moving. A town born of steel, sweat, and the relentless whistle of the Chesapeake and Ohio Railway. So in 1873, the C&O came through Summers County, and Hinton was built almost overnight. What started with just a few families then exploded into a population of thousands by the turn of the century. Tracks were laid, shops were built, and men came from all over. Black porters, Irish and Italian immigrants, mountain boys from the hollers, drawn to the promise of a paycheck and the roar of industry. But behind that promise was pain. These men worked 12-hour shifts under punishing conditions. Inside the roundhouses and machine shops, one wrong move meant crushed bones or scalding steam. And when those workers tried to organize for safer conditions or better wages, they were met with threats, firings, and silence. Though Hinton itself wasn't the center of any major labor riots, it felt the aftershocks. So in 1877, the Great Railroad Strike swept through West Virginia, sparking protests from Martinsburg all the way across the region. Violence broke out. Militias were called in, and the message was clear. Railroads ruled the land, and those who challenged them paid the price. Some of that price was paid right here. So in 1890, a luxury C&O train called the fast-flying Virginian derailed just outside of Hinton after a rock slide struck the tracks. The engineer, George Allen, was killed. His firemen were left horribly burned. And decades later, in 1953, a boiler explosion tore apart locomotive 1642 near the Hinton Yard, killing and injuring crewmen in a blast that rattled homes for blocks. Hinton was built on progress, sure, but not the kind that you read about in the textbooks. This was progress measured in missing fingers, in funerals with closed caskets, in men who worked their bodies into the ground to keep the trains running. The C&O did bring life to Hinton, but it did come with the cost, and that cost was paid in blood. Follow and subscribe to Creepalachia for more eerie content from the hills.